Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday evening in what looks like a pretty nice Friday evening in lovely Wolverhampton. And, guys, I'm bringing you a transfer update on this one regarding our two main midfielders, of course, Ruben Neves and Moutinho. I'm also going to talk just a little bit about Adama Traore as well. Guys, before I jump into the video today, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And just a heads up, we're also doing a watch along on Sunday for the game Wolves taking on Burnley at Turf Moor. So make sure you don't miss out on that one as well. Well, let's jump into it because we are going to speak about Neves and Moutinho today because there are some big developments happening for both players as we get nearer to that summer transfer window. And we'll start off with the good news, to be fair. We'll start off with Mr. Moutinho, and it's been revealed today by Bruno Lage that both sides are looking to extend Moutinho's stay. Moutinho looks to want to sign a new deal, and so do Wolves. And I think that's an absolute delight because that has been in a bit of question, hasn't it? It's probably since January that kind of talk picked up, a bit of pace. What about Moutinho? What is going to happen to him? So it's a delight to know that both sides are happy and wanting to commit their future. We don't know yet what that contract could look like. Personally, if it was me, I'd be offering him another 2 years. I did feel last season I was starting to worry that Moutinho was maybe starting to go a bit flat. He's definitely shown that's not the case now. 35 years old, but the bloke still looks like he's in his early 20s. And the amount of games he has played this season, you could argue that he still has that kind of physicality and that fitness like he is in his mid-20s. So I do think he deserves a 2-year contract, and I'd love us to even throw in that extra cookie, that extra bit of niceness to offer him a chance if he wants to then come a part of the coaching staff, because I think he has a lot to offer our upcoming midfielders. So great, that is the great news. I mean, hopefully that can get done in the next few weeks, and there will be an official announcement coming from the club. I just wanted to touch on, obviously, Ruben Neves, though, because pace is starting to pick up with all the talk about Ruben Neves. In this past week, he has been linked with teams such as Barcelona. He's also, more importantly, been linked with another Premier League move. And we know that Neves himself is keen to keep playing within the Premier League. And both Arsenal and Manchester United are interested. Of course, Manchester United now having Ten Hag. They're looking to rebuild the team, aren't they? There's a massive rebuild project to be done. And amongst other names, Ruben Neves has been touted to be one of the players that could be, obviously Manchester United might want. Arsenal are the same. Arsenal, you'd argue, they need more. They need more players in their midfield. They need to improve their midfield. Maybe replace the likes of a Granit Xhaka. Obviously, Thomas Partey looks partly injury prone as well, and he would be a great acquisition for Arsenal as well. But it does have to be said that with just 2 years on his contract, is that going to start to play a bit of a factor? And of course, the one thing I did want to bring up and I'm going to jump into it, Mr. Adama Traore, could what's happened with Adama be a bit of a lesson to the board? Now, Adama Traore, great start at Barcelona, and you'll see why I'm talking about Adama. Hopefully it'll all link in a second. Great start at Barcelona. In his first 6 games, he picked up 4 assists. He looked to be that massive impact sub, but we know he can be. Unfortunately, that has dropped off, and Barcelona have barely used him in the last 2 months, and the talk has gone from Adama Traore being pretty much signed and a swap deal with Trincao to now it's looking unlikely that Barcelona will take him, which means he comes back to us with just 12 months left on his contract, which means even if we can sell him on, we'll get a shell of the price, which we obviously could have a couple of years ago. And that obviously ties back into Mr. Ruben Neves, because we know Fosun are very good business owners. You just wonder, are they going to want to cash in while his stock's high? We've heard talk already about Bruno saying it costs upwards of 80 to 100 million. I don't think we'd command that kind of fee. But look, if a 60 million bid come in, which I think is fair for how Ruben Neves has played this season, it's really going to test our resolve with the owners, whether they'd accept that or not, especially if Mr. Ruben Neves doesn't sign a contract in this coming summer. Of course, that is something that I'm sure every Wolves fan would love. Now, talking about whether that's a possibility or not, I think that depends on two things. And the first one of these would be Europe. Now, look, unfortunately, the Champions League looks like it's out the window. Europa League, still a small possibility. And of course, the Conference League looking the more likely one. Of course, if we at the moment, we only sit 3 points behind West Ham, and with their perhaps focusing on being in the Europa League themselves this season, could we capture that 7th place and end up with the Conference League? Now, that could be an incentive to keep Ruben Neves. I do think that Neves, he's starting to come into the prime of his career. Would he need that to, obviously keep playing with us? The second one would be this. Even if we don't get into Europe, I think this transfer window is the biggest one of them all since arriving in the Premier League for Wolverhampton, because obviously Fosun have communicated with us that because of the financial fair play restrictions, we haven't been able to spend as much as we perhaps wanted. That has gone. That has gone now. That sanctions that we had on them is very much gone. So I'm expecting a big transfer window. Maybe if we can commit some signings to the club, show that we're looking to progress forward, because that incentivize Ruben Neves to stay. Of course, I think both of those factors combined would result maybe in him signing a new contract. But it's going to be a really interesting one with Ruben Neves, because I do feel that Ruben Neves himself is good enough to play for pretty much any midfield in the world, the level that he's shown this season. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you reckon both of these are going to go. Hopefully we can get the Moutinho deal done at least, because we don't want to lose the whole core of our midfield this season. If we go into next season without either of these guys, it would really be a massive hit. Let me know as well, how hopeful are you of keeping Mr. Ruben Neves? And guys, as I said before, if you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that like button, and also think about subscribing to the channel for more great Wolves and general football content if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.